Hi y'all! Thanks so much for clicking into this video to hang out with me for a few minutes today. I really appreciate you being here. If this is your first time here and we haven't met before, my name is Lori. And on this channel, Life with Lori, I do a lot of vlog style videos, organizing, home improvement, travel, all the things in my life that don't fit into one of my other two channels. I have two other channels. One is Boat Life Lori, and that's all about our adventures in owning a small yacht on the Texas Gulf Coast. And then I also have Landlord Life, which is all about my adventures of being a landlord, because that's what funds the deal. That's what makes all this possible. So that's a pretty important aspect of my life. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video today is to tell you about just a couple of things that you can do to feel a little bit happier in your world day to day. Now, right off the bat, I want to tell you what this video is not about. I am not talking about toxic positivity. I'm not talking about everybody feels pain, but suffering is a choice. Even though I do believe that, everybody does feel pain. And I think a big part of suffering is a choice, but not all of it. So I am not talking about toxic positivity. If you're just having an off day and today's not your day and you're feeling like crap and you want to be in that for a minute, be in that for a minute. Feel all of those things. You're human and emotions are part of our human experience. And sometimes the emotions aren't good and that's okay. I'm not saying not to feel those things. Feel all of it. But if you are looking for some ways to maybe feel a little bit happier in your day, in your life, I have just a couple of tips for you that might help. So the first tip I have for you to feel a little bit happier in your day is to simply get up and get ready for your day. Take just a few minutes to take care of yourself. Now for me, that means putting on makeup and doing my hair because I want the outside to reflect how I feel on the inside, because I'm going to be filming and putting a video on YouTube today. For you, it might be something different. It does not matter what it is. Just take that little bit of time to do something to take care of yourself. Get up and get ready for your day. Taking just a little bit of time to take care of yourself because you deserve to take care of yourself has been proven over and over and over to increase your quality of life, to increase the quality of the experience that you have in your life every day. So it's absolutely worth the few minutes it takes, or in my case, the hour it takes, to make the outside reflect a little bit more about how I feel on the inside. I feel pretty happy on the inside and I want to look happy on the outside too. But even if I'm not feeling the happiest on the inside, by taking the time to make myself appear happier on the outside, I start to feel a little bit happier. And that's a good thing. So know you absolutely deserve to take some time to get yourself up and get ready for your day. Now, once you're ready for your day, another thing you can do to feel a little bit happier is to organize something. I know, organizing something makes you happier. Okay, so I know it sounds weird, but here's the deal. Chaotic, disorganized spaces feel chaotic and disorganized. And disorganized chaos is not the foundation of happiness. Calm, soothing, organized space is a foundation for happiness. So when you go through the process to organize something, what you're really doing is quelling the chaos in your world. And that is absolutely worth doing. Nobody needs a more chaotic world. We all need a little bit more calm and serenity in our life, not chaos. So quell the chaos by organizing something. It can be something big if you're feeling adventurous, or, organize something small. For me, it's my makeup drawer. It makes me feel happy to know I have a completely organized makeup drawer where everything is just right where I need it, when I need it. And having that organized drawer to work from helps me to get through the getting ready part of my day a little bit easier. And that together definitely makes me feel happier. So try organizing something if you're feeling a little chaotic and erratic and having those thoughts that are just jumping here, there, and everywhere. Take the time, go through the process of organizing even a small space, and you will feel a little bit happier in your day. Another thing you can do that's also related to your environment is to clean something. Now, it could be something huge. Again, if you're having that big adventurous day and you feel like I want to go out and I want to accomplish and I want my world to be clean and beautiful, do that, do all that. But if you don't have the energy for that, if you don't have the time for that, and if you're already feeling overcommitted and stressed out, you don't have time to take on a big project, and that is absolutely okay, because you can get those same feelings of order and accomplishment in a much smaller project. For me, I scrub my kitchen sink. Now that might not sound like a big deal to a lot of people, and you know what? It's not a big deal. It takes just a few minutes. The results last for a whole day, and it makes me feel a little bit happier because every time I walk past this kitchen sink, it is nice and clean. You can see that result. That's a visible result you can see in your life right now. Something you've accomplished, something that's calming and soothing and clean. And that's going to support happiness. So if you're not feeling your best, clean something. Clean something small. Doesn't matter what it is. Just, clean up something. And you can feel the accomplishment that comes along with that. And you might feel just a little bit happier in your day. Now, the next tip for you to feel a little bit happier in your world, I know you've probably heard before. Like, I'm certain you've heard it before. But it is something that is so important that if you haven't done it yet, do it. Do it. It is so incredibly important, and there's so much value in cleaning up your social media feeds. I get it. We all have a barrage of advertising and negativity coming at us from every different direction, all over the place, all the time, and it can feel chaotic. It can give you a really negative outlook on the world. So many headlines and posts and advertising and blah, 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 blah. It's all based in the negative. And the reason it's all based in the negative is because we click on that crap. We click on it. We made it as prevalent as it is. Now, as humans, we are pre-programmed biologically to pay much more attention to the negative than we are to the positive. It's just that way. We're just wired that way. We're wired that way instinctually. Things we perceive as negative can be dangerous, and we need to protect ourselves from those. But what people have learned is that negativity brings attention. And there is so much negative content out on our social media feeds day after day after day. It's just mind-boggling how much of the content we consume has a negative undertone to it because we click on it. So what I've decided, how I combat that, is that I've eliminated it. I unfollow pages that are inherently negative, and I have unfriended some really negative people that I had on my social media feeds. Now I get it. And I'll be the first to tell you, I'm in the same boat you are. If you have negative people on your social media feeds that you can't necessarily unfriend or unfollow. All of us. Like, you're not alone. I am in that situation with you. But I can tell you what you can do. Mute them. Maybe you don't unfriend them. Maybe you don't unfollow them. But you can mute them and not expose yourself to the negativity. It is so important for each of us to curate what we consume. And for me, choosing to consume more educational, positive, uplifting type content has been huge in my world. I don't want to be exposed to all that negative stuff, so I have unfriended, I have unfollowed, I have shut it down. Don't show me any more of this kind of crap on all my social media feeds. And I hope that's something that you will do as well. Because when you're exposed to positivity regularly, you start feeling more positive. And when you feel more positive, you're setting that foundation to feel happier in your world. So clean up the social media feeds. You will be glad you did. Okay, y'all. I change my hair so often that my phone doesn't recognize my own face when I go to unlock my screen. And that's not going to change. I'm going to keep changing my hair, so whatever. My phone needs to get with the program. Another thing you can do to feel just a little bit happier in your world is to step outside your home. Step outside your house. Step outside into the fresh air. For me, it's walking out in the backyard. And while you're outside, breathing this fresh air, think of just one thing you can be grateful for. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be. I have so much in my life to be grateful for that I'll find myself going on and on and on about all the things I have to be grateful for, and I hope you do as well. But if you can't think of all those things, you think of just one thing, be grateful for the fact that you can step outside into some fresh air, because so many people don't have that privilege. So stepping outside into the fresh air, and ideally even into sunshine, and feeling your feet in the grass and being grateful for that moment that you have that opportunity is something that can help you feel happier. For one, you're getting some fresh air. You're outside in the world. You're getting some vitamin D if you're out in the sunshine. But two, you're taking that moment to be grateful and living a life of gratitude and being grateful for all the things you really do have in your world is an amazing perspective to live your life from. When you realize all that you do have to be grateful for, you can start feeling happier because you're not living from a perspective of what you're missing, of what you don't have, of your fear of missing out on something. You're living from the perspective of being grateful for all you do have in your world. And if you're watching this video, you at least have access to YouTube. So if you don't feel grateful for anything else, feel grateful that you have access to tons and tons and tons of content on YouTube, because I know you've got at least that. Now here's the deal. I have saved the very best for the very last tip. And everybody who knows me in the real world, and a lot of you who know me from YouTube, are not going to be surprised at all. In fact, you've probably been waiting for it. When is she going to talk about exercise? That's right, yoga. For me, exercise is yoga. I believe the number one thing you can do for yourself to feel happier in your world is to move your body. Like, just move your body. Do whatever you can do to move your body. The reason I believe yoga is such a great choice for this exercise and to feel happier in your world is because the entire principle of yoga is centered on aligning your body with your breath. Because when your brain can make your breath and your body move in synchronicity, there is no room for anything negative to pop into your world. There's just no room. And if it does, you can just let that negative thought go and come back to moving your body in synchronicity with your breath. It is a life-changing thing. And now I hear all the time, Lori, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. Or Lori, I can't do yoga, I don't have time. Or Lori, I can't do yoga, whatever. You don't have to be flexible. Yoga's not about flexibility. Yoga's not about doing all the poses, although they look cool. Like, you get to a point where you can do them and it's kind of cool. But it's not about that. Yoga is about clearing your mind and moving your body in synchronicity with your breath, and that is a beautiful thing. That is an amazingly beautiful thing. And those moments alone will help you to feel happier. And if you get a couple of those moments every single day, the benefit of that practice is exponential in helping you to feel happier. So if you do nothing else, if you don't do any of this other stuff I've talked about to help you feel happier in your day, try that one. Try moving your body. And if you want to try out yoga, there's tons of great YouTube channels. Yoga can be free. You don't need anything. You have a body. You have a device that you're watching YouTube on. You've got everything you need right there. Do some yoga or do whatever else you want. Run, ride your bike, take a walk. If you can do a backflip, do a backflip. Gosh, if you can do a backflip, film that and drop it down below. I want to see that because I can't do a backflip. But anyway, the point is this: move your body. Exercise. Do something every day to move your body and exercise, and the benefit of making that a regular practice in your life will absolutely help you to feel happier. So I hope you have found some of this at least interesting. I hope you try all of it, but if you're not going to try all of it, I hope you at least found it interesting. If you've made it to this point of the video, thank you. Please do hit that like button. Unless you hate this video. If you think this video sucks, then okay, that's cool. We can all be different. Hit the dislike button and let me know, hey, Lori, this video sucks. Don't do any more like this. If this is your first time here, we haven't hung out before, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Or, if you've been here a time or two, but you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button because I'm human. And so, that helps me feel a little bit happier. It's not your responsibility to make me happy, but if you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, you bring a little bit more positivity in the world. We can both feel a little bit happier. I know, that was silly. Whatever. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. It's totally cool. Remember, you can always come back and hang out. And if you don't find any of this content interesting, remember I do have two other channels, Boat Life Lori, where it's all about our boating adventures on the Texas Gulf Coast, and Landlord Life, where it's all about my real estate investing, landlord adventure. Maybe you'd like to hang out with me over there. If you want to be a superhero, subscribe to all three channels. That would be absolutely amazing. So that's it for today. I'm feeling pretty happy. I hope you found some ways to feel a little bit happier. Until I see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.